Hello, hello. Oh, so funny story. Um, I've been talking this whole time, and I didn't realize that it wasn't coming up. My biggest apologies. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna ignore that. Oh man, I need like 10 monitors for all of this. But anyway, my apologies. Thank you to the most loveliest human in the entire world for letting me know that I wasn't actually talking. I've been only talking to myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that with no commentary. As I was saying, I'm extremely indecisive. I have trouble figuring out where to put stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do this on each end over there. And it's just going to meet up in the middle right here for the different things. This is a 10-10-10 seed. We're going to go and investigate it and see what kind of seed it is. Not good. So we're going to go take a look at it. That's a 10-10. Rubber to water, 10-10. That's perfect. Okay. So we're going to take this, because any seeds that I get, I want to make sure that they are maxed out to the best of my abilities anyway. So we're going to go ahead and just take all these and just do this real quick. And we'll probably not use this entire thing. Yeah, we might as well. Okay, so now that we got that, you place this here, you place that there, and then it grows. It grows and expands and it grows, because what's going to happen is we're going to get the majority of these to be one kind of a seed. So I'm hoping to eventually get a rubber to rubber and it just be a complete 10-10-10. That's what I want. Right, that's what I want. Let me move up a little bit. Oh no, we have water on the loose. Move up a little bit. Okay, so now we started off with this seed here. So this is the seed that we started off with. Okay, so now we grab all of this other stuff. So like I said, so you got these and then you have these, right? But these should be a rubber to rubber. That should be the only difference. 10-10, rubber to rubber. Okay. Rubber. Is anyone? I don't know if anyone's seen it, but that one husky, where it's like an Italian dog, and it goes. I don't know. Just thought of that. I thought it was funny. Okay, so we got the rubber seeds. That's perfect. Fantastic. Because what we need to do is get rid of that. What we need to do is, after we got this, we have water, earth, and we have rubber seeds. We can just put that right there for now. We can always change this up. Yeah, we're gonna definitely need some more sticks, or some more crop sticks. We'll just make as many as we can, because we're always gonna need them, right? We're always gonna need them. might as well just make a whole bunch of them. So now what we'll do is we need to get plastic. Because what I want to do is I kind of want to get a little bit of automation going. Maybe a little bit. Hate doing that, man. I hate it so much. I want to get, oops, I want to get plastic. Well, I want to get plastic seeds. I want to get iron seeds, because that's also going to be pivotal to our copper ingots used for. A heat generator. A heat generator. A breaker switch. This would be cool to play with. This one mod, immersive engineering. That'd be cool to play with. Let's see. We have a drill head, which we're not gonna need. Extended magazine. Excuse me? We have weapons? What? I'm not seeing a whole lot of use other than maybe some of this stuff. Maybe. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just focus on getting these and then maybe some aluminum. Aluminum I know is probably going to be used for something. Yeah, so aluminum is going to be necessary for a fluid extractor, which we're going to need to get. It's going to be a Tesla coil. It's going to be useful for some. There's a wall mount. That's kind of neat. I think we just worry about this for right now. So let's go ahead and worry about the plastic seeds. Plastic seeds are fire and rubber. That's perfectly fine because we have fire seed. We have a rubber. There we go. All right. So now all we have to do is the same thing that we've done a million quadrillion times. Make sure these are growing. And then boom, boom. And I don't know if that's the right seed or not. Looks like it. Plastic, perfect. And it's a 10-10-10 seed. Now it shouldn't be exactly what we. Plastic to rubber, yeah. So with that being said, that's going to be perfectly fine. I'm real worried about it. So we're going to take fire essence, rubber, and we have plastic to put in there. So with that being said, now that we have plastic seed, we need iron seed. That requires copper and aluminum, so we have to get both of these. That requires a stone and a silicone. Silicone is a nether seed. So you see how rough this gets? So in order to get an iron seed, you need aluminum and copper. A copper seed is an aluminum seed is stone and silicone. Silicone is nether and fire, and then another seed is just stone and fire. So we need. I'm gonna just consolidate a little bit here. There we go. Oh, didn't want to do that. There we go. So what I want to do is another seed is stone and fire. Perfect. So we have fire. We have stone. Silicone seed is also fire and nether seeds, which we're getting nether seeds right now. So we will cross that bridge once we get to it. We just do this right here. I hope this spreads evenly. See, some things I just don't like. And something else is the more seeds or the further you get into the seed, I would say the realm of the seeds, the more difficult it is to actually get that seed. So you have to sit here for longer and do this for longer. Is there a particular thing that I need to do? Stone, fire. Okay. I'm doing it right. Yeah, it's a little rough. Oh, hey, look. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So see, this is one of the things that I was saying that makes it so nice about having the 10-10-10 seed is just throw all of this out. Goodness. So this is what makes it so nice is because immediately, as long as it took me to even get those seeds, we can go ahead and go straight into the very next thing. So we got the nether seeds, we need the silicone. The silicone's fire and nether, so we're gonna get rid of the stone. Bring that back over here. I'm gonna throw it out on accident. Get it back. So we got the nether seeds, that guy over there. Yeah, part of me would want to kind of help that guy out a little bit. We got some more nether seeds. There we go. Nether seeds. More nether seeds. Ah, there we go. So we got some silicone. So I'm gonna move that. Move that. Because we got some stone essence, but we got a few new essences that we need to bring out over here. Perfectly fine. There we go. That's just a stone seed. There you go. Okay, so now that we got the silicone, we need the copper. The copper's aluminum. Okay, so how do you get aluminum? That's silicone and stone, right? We can plop the the silicone. We're gonna throw the silicone down, and now we need to grab a stone seed. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna also put that in there. Yeah. And then we're gonna throw the stone seed in there. Boom, boom, boom. Is that the right one? No, it's a silicone seed. Yes, silly goose. It's water seed. It appears like it doesn't want to work, which is fine. We are trying to get copper, right? Or are we trying to get aluminum? Oh, nice. I think we already got it. So we don't need any of these anymore. Just gonna throw the essence out. We don't need it. So yeah. So we got aluminum right there. That's perfect. So now we can run over here and say, so we got plastic, silicone, nether. We've had stone seeds, and then we got aluminum. Now we can put aluminum essence up. Perfect. We need some of that, and then that. Perfect. So now we want to get copper, so that's going to be aluminum and fire. So we need the aluminum Need a piece of fire. Perfect. So now we got this. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna have these grow up real quick, and give me 1 second. I shall be right back. I have to do something very quick. All right, I am back. That's not it. There we go. Now we got some copper seeds. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have copper seeds, get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now we need iron, so we need aluminum and copper. So we can get rid of this. We can throw our copper down. These are aluminum. So we just take this real quick. Boom. That. And then we grow these. And then eventually we get iron. Perfect. Now we have iron seeds. There we go. Got a whole lot of stuff we gotta collect. Is there a claim all? Here to be so. Right one. Let's go ahead and grab up all of these. Perfect. Now, we throw fire in there. We don't need all these stone seeds. Now we have copper and iron to add to the huge collection. Let's see. We have aluminum. That's plastic. That's aluminum. There we go. Now we have copper. We don't really need iron is really what we were after. Something else that I want to see is what do we need? So we need to get gold in the tier 3 section. So that's going to be just a little bit difficult. Because, so we need plastic, iron, but we also need gold and redstone. Now, the next question is where's the redstone at? So if we come over here and we take a look at this, so we also need redstone in this over here as well. So with that being said, mana steel is also going to be a very big thing. So as soon as we are able to get, break this and break this and break that. And let's not fall off the edge like a dummy. Okay, then we have fire essence over here. Aluminum. Alright, perfect. So now Just get rid of that. And then we have an aluminum seed. Perfect. So now we have all of our singular seeds over there anyway. Coal seeds are going to be super nice because what we're going to be able to do with those is just have infinite power. And for the Botania stuff over there, we can actually use coal to power those flowers over there to actually get the mana necessary to make the runes. So that's going to be super nice whenever we get that. Let's see here. It would be nice to get slime, because slime's going to be used for other things as well. But like I said, automation is going to be a huge portion of this. I would really like to get a grip on that fairly quickly. But right now we have a drawer controller, which we need gold for. Nice. Let's go back and see what we need. Can we get quartz in this or no? Where's quartz at? I'm losing my... Oh, my bad. So quartz, gold, and redstone are all in this other section. It's in the tier 3 section of everything. Not ideal, but doable. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and grab the... We did tier 2. Tier 2 is complete. So we need to do the Rune of Fire. We need to get Netherwort. Netherwort can be acquired by a little bit of this right here, or Netherwort spores. Wait a minute, does this not have a... Oh no. Oh, so wait a minute. Nether seeds can be acquired to make soul sand, and then soul sand can be used to actually like farm Netherwort. I'm pretty certain. But it's gonna be tier 1, and that's gonna absolutely suck. That's okay. We also need nether brick, which again isn't gonna be terribly difficult. Redstone. Oh yeah. So this is gonna be another part. So we're gonna need to create a we're gonna need to create a little creeper farm thing, and that honestly that might just take the place of that. It just might take the place of that. Now I forget how far up it needs to go and where it needs to be and all that other good jazz. But something that's going to be really nice about these iron seeds, which I'm going to go ahead and start, we're going to go ahead and just start the process of getting these to be what I want them to be, because right now they're not a pure iron seed. So let's go ahead and start on trying to get this to be a pure iron. It would almost be nice if I knew what I was doing. There we go. Now this will start to spread like it should. So now with this, what we can do is let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be super annoying. But what we can do is we can actually create hoppers now, which is gonna be so nice. So we're gonna be able to create hoppers. Let's go ahead and have this. Bring this up and over here. We already have copper seeds, so we don't need that. And now what we can do is we can just go ahead and just get rid of all these. Go ahead, just get rid of them all. Then we can just start collecting all of this. So now these 9 should be a pure iron seed if I did this correctly. Yep, pure iron seed, perfect. Now all of these should stack nicely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take all 9 of those. Place these on top of it. We're gonna bring these out. And then we should just, it shouldn't breed the seeds. That's what I'm hoping it doesn't do. I hope it doesn't do that. It might though. It has a chance. We could just hope at this point. We just hope. All right. So now that we have this, we can actually start making iron, which is fantastic. And now, how would we go about doing that? Perfect. So now we have 16 pieces of iron. And I need sticks. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do that. And then we're going to make a U. We'll go ahead and just do 4. 4 would be a good number to have. Ideally, you would have cats to kind of help this farm, but we currently don't have access to that quite yet. We can only make 2 hoppers currently. We got to go back and fix that. We're also going to throw these iron seeds off the edge because we don't need those anymore. Yeah, so we're going to just get a whole bunch of iron real quick. Yeah, by a whole bunch of iron, I mean a whole bunch of iron. So, like I said, ideally you would have like auto crafters doing some stuff. You'd have some, you would have those planters doing stuff because these are going to grow at an exponential rate. Here, so, and then of course attached to those, because I'm pretty sure the way that I had it in my last video that I did, where I did well, I kind of just stopped playing. I think I got to a storage area and that was about it. But essentially what I did, if I can remember correctly, I think I just had auto crafters next to the harvesters, and it was only inputting, or it was only extracting the essence out of them, and it was keeping a fair number of seeds in there, I think, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but now we need to eat some food. Give me 1 second. For some reason I can't hear the game. That fine. There we go. We'll do that right there. Still can't hear the game. Why? Why can't I hear the game? Why? Does this have any? It's at 100. Can't I hear the game? I cannot. I cannot hear anything. That's alright though. That is a-okay. So what we'll do is we will take this like that. Boom. Perfect. Let's take these. Do that. Okay, so now we have 4 hoppers, which is fantastic. Something else that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and create a iron sword, and I'm going to pretty much break this down and rebuild it the way that I want to. What I'm gonna need to do though is, do I want to do it out of wood or stone? I think we do it out of wood. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna come over here. We're gonna throw those in there for now. And take that out. Throw all of the stuff that we're not gonna be using in there for right now. Keep this. We'll keep that. And then break these. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll break these. Get these collected. Throw those in there. We'll take the wood seeds. And then we'll just grab some wood from this. And then that should allow us to get a good bit of wood for building that ginormous mob farm up there. I don't know what all is going to be spawning. But I know if I want to do it right, I'm going to need to do a good bit of, which, to be completely honest, I've kind of forgot how to build the one that I'm thinking of. So I might need to figure that out here soon. But we'll just go ahead and just take a peek at it. I hope you guys can hear the thing. Okay, I was just double checking, making sure you guys could hear. Yeah, so let's go over here. We have a creeper. That's not ideal. Hey guys. Nope. Aha. I show to be victorious. Alright. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're just going to break this down real quick. So something else that I also want to do is we're going to need to grab those nether seeds. And we're going to need to grab some soul sand because I want some soul fires because apparently they kill stuff faster. Apparently. I don't know if that's true, but apparently they do. So, yeah, we'll just break all of this and get this all destroyed. And then after we get all this destroyed, we can commence the building of the actual farm. Again, I don't know. I have an idea for how it's supposed to be done. And we just need to have it work a little bit. We don't even need to have it work a lot. Something else that I want to see with the seeds anyway is creeper seeds. Where are those at? Is that also in? No, there's soul essence right there. Yeah, it's also in tier 3. So we really need to get tier 3 done if we want to get any kind of automation, which honestly, that's a shame that they did that like that. 'Cause it would have just been super nice to just have a to go through the thing once, like, you know, you get to like tier 2 and then you can start your process of automation. Now, making automation more difficult to achieve, like fully automating, that would have been something interesting. Now, mind you, this mod pack was made quite a bit ago, I would say. It was a number of years ago. I made that other video about 4 years ago. So, yeah. This mod pack's been around for a good long while. But we will see what we can do here. just hope I get it right. That's all I care about. Just getting it right. Because more than anything, I just want it to work. Yeah, let's break this. And there is a faster way of doing it. Well, there is a faster way, but I currently don't have access to that. But yeah, soul flames are going to be a huge part of it. Because they kill the creepers just about as fast as you can imagine. Especially if you have them drop from a certain height. I also need some water buckets. Water buckets would be nice. And I want to make like 2 layers. Ideally 2 layers. If I want to be overkill, I'll go 3. But yeah. So it needs I know it needs to be 2 blocks tall. I know there's slabs involved. Yeah, we'll just have to figure out and see how things get around on this. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not completely sure. I have a little bit of a recollection of how it's done, but I don't know how far that actually goes. So I almost broke an entire, and I might already do that. An iron axe just from tearing this thing down. This would have taken me forever if I had a wood. If I had a wooden axe, it would have just taken me forever, absolute ages. Yeah, let's go ahead and break this and break these. Yeah, I want to make sure that. Yeah, I want to definitely make sure that all this is. Yep, and I went ahead and broke it, didn't I? We'll go ahead and just fill this in a little bit. And I'm gonna go. Actually, do I have? I had wood on me. Yeah, I could just go ahead and just do this here. Why not? Before I do that, I actually need some iron. 3 pieces of iron. There we go. Oh, we have another one. Perfect. So now, hopefully, we can actually start getting on to building this thing. So what you want to do is you ideally want to have, it's like a section like this, and then we're gonna go ahead and just do double chest like that. Well, give it to me. Thank you. There we go. And then, of course, the hoppers are going to go down here and so forth and so forth. What I need to do is grab some. First, I want to grab a few torches. We're going to go ahead and grab this wood. Just use it. Let's see. We have wood. Yeah, we have just about everything. Oh yeah, bucket. We have dirt right here. I don't know. I need water. Okay. So now we do 1, 2, 3. Do this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then take this and we throw it in there. Everything is coming together, I promise. Okay. Now that we have all this put together, take this. Those don't stack for some reason. That sucks. Why am I doing that? Get these out of my inventory right now. I have iron. What am I doing? Okay. So we have water, we have wood, we have slabs. Now there's a certain distance up you have to go. I can't remember what that is, but oh yeah, something else. Well, first we'll go ahead and give this a little light, so that way we don't have to worry about something spawning over here yet. Something I want to go ahead and get is a soul campfire, which means you need either soil or soul sand, which that just takes some nether stuff, which is fine. That'll be completely all right. So there's that, some copper that we don't need, like the iron seed. Oh, let me take a quick gander at this, because I need to figure out which seeds are worth keeping and which ones aren't. These are worth keeping. These are not. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of these because we don't really need those. We have dirt essence. The main things I want to keep on me are these items here. We don't need that. I'd like to keep that. That's not really necessary. We could always get more crop sticks. We don't need those. And then some food, because we clearly need some food. Now that we have that, okay. So now what we'll do is we'll come over here. I think I have every, well, no, that's, see, indecisive and unorganized. Don't be me. Um, Nothing like a good, nice, crisp cocoa. Hey! I'm being attacked. Watch out now. What you got going on? Huh? Bang. Bang. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Ah, you foul creature. Yeah, the sun's coming up now. Come here. Aha. Aha. So see, if you don't sleep, that's what happens. Those phantoms come out and they just start attacking you relentlessly. Now, could you imagine if I was like 15 blocks? Could you imagine if I was like 15 blocks up in the air and they were like, we're gonna knock you off. Thankfully, in this mod pack, if you get knocked off or if you die or something like that, you have no reason at all to worry, because you're first you have like a character and it keeps all your inventory inside of this character. It's like a grave mod or something like that. Yes, we need to get the nether seeds. And we need to get crop sticks that I ignorantly threw away. Okay, so now we just need to grab all of these. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just harvest up the essence, because whenever you break it, it doesn't give you as many. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now I need to put these down. Put that right there. Perfect. We can go ahead and throw these guys in here. Eat them. We can go ahead and throw these in here. We don't need those anymore either. Actually, we will keep those on us. Oh, I guess I accidentally broke this wood seed that's right there. Grow. Okay. Phantom membrane, we don't need. Arguably don't need the sticks. And making sure those don't stack. Some mods allow you to stack water buckets. Worth a shot. Okay. So now all we have to do is just await for these to grow nice, big, and strong. That's the reason I kept the crop sticks on me. Oh, this place makes me want to murder people. Okay. Now, okay, we'll just do that. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little better. Wait till the end over here to see what happens. That's perfect. No. No. Oh, that's basalt. Oh, well, we got basalt seeds now. Now, we just throw some in there. I'm not really concerned about the essence. We have stone? Yes. See ya. Other seeds, not concerned with because we already have a whole bunch. Okay, so now we can just take a whole bunch of these and we just take a little bit of fire. All right, just a little bit. We don't need any of those anymore. So yep, we got basalt. Perfect. Thank you. Now we can get the is this soil? Okay, well that's just yeah. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we need. Go ahead and put that in there. Go ahead and put that in there. Perfect. We need to get rid of the dirt out of my inventory. Now we need some sticks again. There's some sticks right there. We will grab up a few more sticks because I'm pretty sure it looks like this. Wrong. Oh, we lack sticks. That's why. Perfect. Okay. So now that we have those, we're not going to put them down quite yet because if I fall, I don't want to fall on it because that would suck. We're just going to keep all this over here. We're going to throw the crop sticks back in here because we don't need the crop sticks anymore. We just got done with all that garbage. Throw those in there because we don't need those either. So now we can officially start on the farm. Thank the good Lord. I think I'm going to go about 20. I want to say about 20 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Counting with Drew. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to go like this, okay? We're 20 blocks up. If I can remember correctly, which I can't always do that, water flows that's one, because ideally what we would do is we're going to have things right here like this, and there's going to be a platform here, a platform here, and a platform here, and there. So we need to figure out how far water will flow, and I'm pretty sure it's either 8 or 9 blocks. I'm thinking 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've run out of blocks. And this is 8 right here. And I was right. Let's go. Okay. So this is going to be the wall right here. Now, another issue that I have also struggled with greatly. Before Oh, I'm in the mountains. If you look underneath, the reason that froze is if you look underneath the which it should be fine because it's encased. Like I said, should be fine. But if you look underneath the mini map, it has my name, it has my coordinates, and then it says what biome I'm in. So in the mountains, water will freeze. That is a huge no bueno. But what we're gonna do is, actually, what we might even go ahead and do is just do it here. It's already built, right? Perfect. So that's there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And if I really wanted to, I could just block this off and not worry about it and just have 2. But that's kind of dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So yeah, so what you got to do is you got to do this right here for 1. First, you build this. But what a lot of people forget is they just do this right here. I could have, instead of doing water buckets, I could have just used ice. Oh, the things you think about. Um, but anyway, what a lot of people forget is whenever you have water like this and you have mobs that you're trying to funnel down into a place, they will actually, if you just put a platform right here and then the walls up and then you cover it and you do all that good jazz, um, we're gonna put a water source down there. Because I'm gonna fall down. Thank you. Um, what a lot of people forget is that mobs will actually jump back up. They'll jump back up there, and your rates will go down. And we don't want our rates to go down because we want a lot of gunpowder. So I think what I might do is I might just do one layer, and then we can work on. And then as I, after I get done with the one layer, then I can destroy it if I need to, because you don't really need a whole lot of gunpowder, because if you think about it like this, as I do stuff around my island and stuff, okay, as I do stuff around my island, I will actually this will actually be running. So there's no point to really um need very many layers. I know I think I went overkill on the one that I did do. And something else you got to be careful of is because I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure spiders spawn in here as well, or they can spawn. I think it's very slow, but I do think they can spawn, which is annoying. But what we need to flag, what we need to do is we need to generate a too high wall. There we go. We need to get a too high wall going. Yep. Just like a so. And then whenever I go back down, I'll start placing the blocks in the very front of the one spot. I know I did, I think in one of them I put glass, like I did blocks a certain amount, and then I did glass so I could see. Don't do that because they will still blow up, which is still not good. So now what we can do is we can generate a platform right here. But even so, can they, like if I was like this, can I jump up this? No, I can't. Perfect. Okay, so I was just making sure that that was indeed the case. Okay, that's all right. If I really wanted to be like min max all the way, we could just do that, which I guess that'll be fine for now. So, like I said, after we get done with this and we put the roof on and we do all that other good stuff, which we also are going to need a whole bunch of slabs for the roof because we got to cover this entire thing because we got to put a roof over it. We got to cover the whole thing um, with uh, with slabs, which is not going to be fun because slabs are going to double up and they're going to, it's just going to be a huge mess. Let's see. I think that's, yeah. Oh, no. How dare you? Okay. All right. And now, We need another thing of block. Probably gonna need to get some more wood. Okay, perfect. So now we have all this. We can go ahead and put in these. One. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How did I do that? How? I don't know how I did that. See, this is what I was saying. Just all a problem. It's a mess. Okay. There's something else that we gotta do is we gotta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm glad that I did that on the only one that was 9. Oh, me. I was about to say, because that would have been really annoying. Because what I have done before is I have completely built one of these without putting the water in or checking anything beforehand, and it has been wrong. And that is awful. It is abysmal to try to fix. Okay, so now, oh, do that. Now we just do this. Like I said, the wall's gonna go over top of that. It's gonna look really weird from out there, but oh well. Okay, then we do this. We might be able to build something eventually for it if we keep it. If I had redstone, I could build a fan. That would be nice. I'm pretty sure that's what I might have done in the one. So what I could have, like, what I could do is I could set up, like, a fan right here, a fan right here, and then have them blowing all of them, like, towards the center or even in this trough that's right here. And everything would just fall down and die, which would be really nice. Um, am I gonna have enough wood? Maybe. I think I'll have enough wood. Okay. I think before I do anything, I need to make sure that I have um I can't remember if it's like this or if it's every like 2 spaces. We'll do every 2 spaces and hope. So if we do 2 spaces, 2, okay, 2. I mean, it looks promising. Okay, let's see. So yeah, we do this. Okay, so now all of them are done. I hope that's done right, because if it's not, we're gonna get a lot of other stuff coming out, and it's gonna look kind of weird. We're gonna go ahead and break this. We're gonna break this. And now we can continue on building this. Something else that I need to do is I need to put in the water. Okay. Now we got one more. Perfect. Now we have these two. We build this in. We break these. Perfect. We're gonna do that right there. Yeah, that's just gonna contain it. I really hope nothing spawns up there while I'm trying to go to sleep. Please. All right. Nothing spawned. Pretty good. Yeah, let me go ahead and grab some more, let me go ahead and grab some more wood, because I'm definitely not gonna have enough to complete this. There we go. Let's do something like that. Good. That should indeed be good. Hey, quit that. All right. So yeah, there we go. The minute that I get one in my hand, just went on the done. Hopefully. Then that should be plenty of wood. Yep, here we go. Alright. So now we have enough wood. We can go over here and I gotta get up. Get on up. Okay. So now, yeah, we might as well fill this in. One more layer. We only need it 2 blocks tall, because if it's 3, then that'll leave room for Enderman to spawn. And Endermen don't like water, and I really don't want them zipping around my face. That would not be ideal at all. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Yep. There we go. Let's do this. Nothing like placing blocks where I don't want them. There we go. Break these. Okay. And then I gotta come back down here, and then I gotta break the ice and fix that. Which is not something I really want to do, but it must be done. Okay. Go. All right. I'm actually surprised that this is filled up as much as it has. Maybe we'll be able to complete it with just a stack of wood. Because then if I really have to, um, I do think coming in here and let's go ahead and break that. I'm gonna go ahead and break that too. That right there. Oh, I made an error. There's a part of this that I completely forgot about, and that is the copious amounts of trapdoors that I'm going to need. Honestly, that should be too many. Hopefully. Because the trapdoors are going to allow the mobs to wander off, because what happens is when you have a trapdoor laid out like this, you can open them. So you have them like this, and the mob thinks, so if they're open like this, the mob thinks that these are full blocks. Like there's a full block there and they can go there when they actually can't. And that's what makes them fall. And I completely forgot about that. So we're probably gonna need to make another wood run, so that's not gonna be fun. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need to make another wood run. I know I'm not gonna have enough slabs for the top. Yep. Hope that's okay. It's an okay amount. Yeah. Perfect. Wow. Now I gotta open them all. Over here. Open these. Open these. And then open these. Perfect. I'm gonna break that. And then hopefully I can. Ugh. Hate wasting them like this, but I don't really have a choice, do I? There we go. Yeah, that was a little bit of an oversight on my part, for sure. Oh, great heavens. Okay, well, that was a little bit of an oversight on my part. Whoops. um, oh, hey, look, a creeper. More creepers. Oh, jeez. have run into a very small Ishamagoo. How am I gonna get up there? Well, I'll tell you what. First, let's grab some more wood, which I had a decent amount on me already. That's not ideal. Hey, come here, buddy. Come. Oh, there's... Oh, okay. Hey, quit that. Stop that. Quit it. Quit it. Hey, quit! No! Hmm. As you can see, I have accidentally run into a very small pickle. Run away. Back to the defense. The defense. Oh, jeez. What have I done? Good news is it works. Kind of. It needs to be one block. Let's go to sleep. Whoops. I have made a grave error. Yes, this is in fact a very grave error. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat some bread. Get some HP back. Come on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah. I can do it the easy way and just turn it on peaceful. Bang. See ya. Can't really do that, can I? I don't think the creeper realizes that this... Oh, nope, he does. But yeah, I'm dead. Come on. I'm dead, but I'm alive. Nailed it. Stop! Stop! No! Okay, that's alright. What a grave error I have made. Good news is they're like a one hit. I do have torches. Nice. Okay, so now all I have to do is to do something like this, and this will dramatically reduce spawn rate. Hey, creeper. We're gonna go ahead and just break this on down. No. 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 Away. Yep, keep following me. Yep, you got him. Be gone. Oh, you missed. Stupid. 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 Oh, I'm gonna die. Evasive maneuvers. So I have a plan. Reaper. My goal is to lure him and then kill him. Oh. Huh. You can't harm me, I'm the gingerbread man. Actually, before I do that, take 1 second to heal up, because I'm about to die. Oh, great heavens. What a grave error. What a very grave error I have made. I should be able to safely remove these. Um, I made big boo-boo. Thankfully, because it's in my chunk. It's fine. A grave, grave error. Alright, let's go grab our stuff. So nothing's over here, except for these guys. You guys are over here. But the good news is I have an axe now, so not transfer items. Gotta go away. Here lies decoy. It's like good lordy. It works. That's good news. Can you go away? Thank goodness. So now I can safely break all of it. How did you get down here? How'd you get down here, brother? Can't see me. Ouch. Okay. Now let's do this. All right. It works a lot better than I thought. I'll just say that. Okay. So now what I can do is I can break these. So any other mob, that's what I should have done to begin with, is just do that. You can tell I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. And then what we can do is we have to go from back here. We can just see ya. we can place our hoppers down right there, and then whatever else we need to. I'd like to get rid of these too. That'd be fantastic. Should have built one of these to begin with, except I didn't have access to water, so that's one of the reasons. But as you can tell, a zombie has spawned, which I can deal with that. That's not going to be a big deal. Um, what I need to do is perfect. I'm going to break this right here. Perfect. So we're going to go in and we're just going to destroy these. Because they do need to be fairly close, I think. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then we will redo it so that way it is better. I don't know if I want to do that. We're going to shift it over one because I want it near the wall. I don't really, because the closer they are to the wall, to me, it makes sense that the less likely they would be to gravitate towards these areas. So we'll start from the wall, like back here, and then go this way. Part of me almost wants to say that carpet is used, but I'm not 100% on that. If not, what I'll do is I'll just have this like it is, and then, oh, great heavens. And then what we'll do is, after all this is said and done, and then I get off and I'm not streaming anymore, what I'll do is I will fix it off stream. Because, yeah, that was quite the big boo-boo on my part. Pretty funny, but it was a big boo-boo. Okay. And need my, thank you. Right. So now this is fixed. Need to go through and fix the holes. Double check and make sure all of them are closed. Or open, I mean. And then come up here like so. That. Close that off. Now, all we should need is just a whole bunch of these. Alrighty. We're getting closer. And like I said, if you had cats, it would just make it so much faster. So much faster. Because what cats would do is they would scare the creepers into going down and like funneling them towards the center. And then they would be more inclined to fall down and die. Quite a ways we have, don't we? Hmm. I'm gonna put these right here for now. And then we're gonna use a water bucket. Uh, there we go. Yep, we already got a few creepers going. Yep. So if you look at the mini map, you could tell what mob is spawning. Right now, it's just creepers. So let's go ahead and grab some more of these wood thingamabobbers. Let's also go ahead and throw away all of this. Throw these in there. Throw that in there. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, we need our hoppers. That's what I was looking for. We could throw our iron in there. We don't need that. We're gonna get some wood. That should be about enough. Yeah, I think that should be good. So see, we got a spider that spawned in there. Not too happy about that, but majority of it is creepers. We'll just do that there. In my torch. And then after we get done with this, we can just throw the hoppers down and then throw the campfires on top of those, and then it'll be good to go. There's also some blocks. I don't know if it would be kind of interesting to use them, but there's also some blocks like that only allow certain mobs to pass through. I think it would be kind of cool to have like one the where it would only allow creepers to fall through and then all the other mobs would just stay up. But okay. But I don't know if if they can stay up there, like if they spawn, I don't know if they can stay. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's do that. There we go. Like, I don't know if they can spawn on top of those blocks or if it lets light through, because if it does, that sucks. Because I think it would be funny if you just had all of the other mobs spawn on top or in there and you just have like creepers fall through or even the very opposite of that and have creepers fall through and then something happens with the other mobs or something. That would be quite the interesting test to see. Go grab our water. Go ahead and run our way on down here, and then after that, we can see what all we got going on. Okay, well that's not ideal. Well, that's fine. We'll just have to fix it off, or I'll just have to fix it off stream. It's okay with me. We'll take all those. We'll do that. And as you can see, we are passively collecting a whole bunch of other stuff. Just fantastic. What is that thing? What is that? I've never seen those in my life. Huh? What are those? Well, that's interesting. We don't need a bow. What's that? Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna run away. We're gonna run away. We're gonna let it do its thing. Because the further you are away, the better it works. Oh, I think it might be a situation where you need to have them have the oh, what's it called? Have the slabs as close as they are, but then you need to put carpet on there, and then only creepers will spawn on the carpet because creepers have a certain hitbox. I think that's how that works. Maybe. There are so many creatures. Look at the mini map. But look at all of them. And nothing is dying. Why? Let's go over there and check it out. See what we got so far. Yeah, so we got 6 gunpowder. So I mean it's a good start. It's a very good start, as a matter of fact. I think all of them are, yeah, all of them are falling down. What is that thing? See it clipping through the wall? What is that? A blizz? What? What is this used for? Blizz powder? What is this used for? Dust? So is it like an uncrafting thing, or? Okay. Like diamond dust. What is that used for? So I guess this is like using them would be like another way. I don't know. Interesting. All I can say. Interesting. There's another one. See, the minute that I go away, there's just metric ton of them. I gotta find a way to kill those things. Of course, I could use spikes. Hmm. Yeah, eventually we would need to find a way to make like ender pearls and stuff and get those. Uh, but yeah, so far, I mean that works. Not great, but it works. We need to get nature essence so I can make some more food. Actually, we can just use these. Actually, we'll just use. It's a 2-2-1-3-2. Well, yeah, we can. Um, I mean, yeah, I'll do that off stream thing. But for now, what we can do is we can just use this and just harvest a whole bunch of these. If I can get some food going, because I need to be able to eat stuff. And these do grow kind of quick. I would like to have more, but give it. Okay. Well, there we go. That's got that built. Let's see. What can we do here? There's storage. Um, so if we wanted to do tier 3 stuff, we need to get the Rune of Fire. So we would need fire, nether brick, gunpowder, which we can get. Um, how do you get, well, how do you get gunpowder? How could you do it? Get a block. Gunpowder stack. So there's only a few ways of doing it. That's one way. Uh, oh, a starlight infusion. I think that was another issue that I had with this mod is the starlight. You have to, the further up you go, the more starlight you get. It's a whole shebang, and it's not good. It I think it wound up being bugged somehow or for some reason. How do you get flint? That would be doable. Um, but yeah, let's see. We could try to make one here. Get off. What do we need? So this is gonna need 4 fire. Get 4 fire, and we craft that up. So now we have one of those. So that's step one. Let's get a whole bunch of stuff out of our inventory. We don't need any of that with these. Keep that and stay in there. Perfect. Um, we need. We're gonna need our ice seeds. We're gonna need our ice seeds because what's gonna happen here is we need to get some more prosperity, and prosperity is only gotten with ice and it's only gotten with ice in the mana pool over here, and then you got to throw that in there, and you got to do a whole bunch of other stuff with it. Let's see. So I'm gonna try to get a whole bunch of that stuff. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of ice over here. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of prosperity from that, but we need a bit more. So we're gonna just toss that down there. Oops. We're just gonna keep that in there for now. But all we need to do is do all we have to do is do one ingot, and then we have to do one of these right here. Then after that, we do one of these right here. Perfect. We have that, we have that. We can get this very easily. One. Like this. We have another wart now. We have these three. We have gunpowder. Now we just need some nether brick. And that is just for this. Or this in the furnace. That's a crafting table. We have this, we have that. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, gunpowder. Gunpowder. Now the last thing we need is this right here. And now we take this, 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 and this. Now that's been created. We need one living rock. These. You take the living rock, you set it on there, and then you wait for that green bar over there to fill up. And then after you do that, you get yourself a room. We're gonna go to sleep real quick, so that way none of the mobs can get us. And yeah, this does take quite a bit longer. Actually, the reason that it's taking so long is because we don't just use these. Let's say because there's nothing fueling the anything. Yeah, there it goes. So now after we get this, we can look at, we get this, we get two of them, perfect. What are these used for? The Rod of Depths. There's a manhole in it. Oh, so you can get redstone by doing this. So yeah. And now we just take this, and there we go. Now we have Ring of Fires. Well, with that being the case, I think we're going to end it off there. I'm probably going to try to fix that somehow. I'm probably going to make a number of these runes here, and then after I make those, we can move on to getting, and I'm probably going to essentially have a little chest set out so that way it's a little bit more organized. But we're going to get some redstone, and we're going to look at potentially getting a little bit of automation done, because we're going to need to get one of these. We're going to need the tier 2 soil. We're going to need some of this, but that requires us to get one of these. It's a whole slew of stuff. Prosperity seeds is a tier 3, so, and then something else that I might do off camera is fill this up the rest of the way, so that way whenever we do finally get access to the automation part of this, so when we finally get this, which honestly isn't much, you know, you just need one of these, which everything uses that. That's in the quest line that we're working on. And then we just need to get some gold, and then we can get a plant gatherer, and then that will essentially allow us to start automating all of our different seeds. The only issue that we'll have is trying to get the soil, but I mean, I could sit there and work on that. And I can have like a little thing that I have, you know, set up with a whole bunch of different things that'll allow us to kind of get that automated a little bit. I have to look back at some of my other videos, but with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one.